Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I gotta be honest, I'm burnt out of this game. I'm burnt out of videos. I've just hit my wall. I'm ready to move on to something else. So there are days where I talk into this webcam and I think, why the heck am I doing this? I'm not really making that much of a difference in this community. There are other people who are much better at the game than I am. Maybe I should just walk away now. And then there are days like today where I think, I am so glad I am still doing this. Because I get to talk about some exciting things that I would miss if I walked away. And that's why I'm here. And of course I miss the community, and especially the people who are really my best friends during the live stream. And I do view them as close friends. Even though I don't know what they look like, even though I don't know what their real name is, they make my days better. So the Catalyst Store update is a huge update that is this week. And I guess technically this came out on Wednesday. Now it's Friday. Even though it says March 20th, but then it says March 21st. So it says, coming March 21st, summoners can look forward to receiving some significant improvements to the pricing, availability, and contents of the Catalyst Store. This is the tab in the store called the Rank Up. So let's jump from that to the game to see what Valiant players get to see, because this is the first time that I have jumped in a video and talked about these finally changes. Alright, we're going to go straight to Rank Up, which happens to be conveniently the third to the right furthest horizontal option. Holy cow. For starters, if you budget 13-ish hundred units, 11,250. So this is what, about 20%? Okay, so 11,250 times 7 is 78,750. So 665 units gets you about 1.5 tier 6 basic. Now, same is true for tier 3 alpha. You've got to decide whether or not that's worth it. But this, for 10 units, 10? This thing used to be worth $20. Now it's worth sniffing a Big Mac. I love this. This is as cheap as it could be. And you can't be so against Kabam that you're like, what, not 5 units? What a jerk. No, if you complain about this offer, you're just going to complain about everything. I don't know how to help you, because this is like my dream. 10 units. 10. This also tells you that the tier 4 class Catalyst is so irrelevant to Valiant players in terms of what Kabam thinks value is that they're just going to give them away. That's insane. Speaking of giving away, how about tier 5 basic with no purchase limit for 30 units? Tier 2 alpha, half the price, 15 units. Also no purchase limit. Tier 1 basic alloys, 50 units. Tier 1 class alloy crystals. This is where it gets murky, because the class alloy crystal, skip it. Right? This is where you can actually see the Valiant symbol by these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then when you go Paragon, which is that weird green symbol, it gets murky. But then we're back to the bottom row being valid. Tier 4 basic, 10 units. 10. I love that. I always run out of these. Somehow we still have the tier 4 basic arena. And even more so, somehow I do it because I'm an idiot and I'm addicted to the arena. And I deserve to fail at that. Now, the bottom left two, biggest scam in the whole thing. Look at this. What? These are 5% crystals. If these were selectors, I'm not even sure I would be excited about it. But that's a scam for a crystal. And this should be a selector too. This is a scam as well. But the tier 4 basic, the tier 2 alpha, the tier 5 basic, especially the tier 4 class Catalyst. And like, I'm going to give the tier 4 class Catalyst, tier 5 basic, tier 2 alpha an A+, along with the tier 4 basic an A+. But tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic, I give a C+, because you can get those items for free in daily Valiant crystals, and you can also get one fully formed each month for free in the Valiant monthly card, but or monthly calendar, I should say. But maybe you need one more. So this is not going to be necessarily to max out the limit every week. This is going to be, I need to take the new Destroyer to rank 4, and I've got 2 Tier 3 Alpha and 2 Tier 6 Basic. I will spend a little bit of units to round them up to 3 to take them to rank 4. That's how I see it. Now, because I only saw Paragon and Valiant, I do need to go back to the original post of this video, which is the forum post. Uncollected. Available in full chunks now instead of fragments. Cavalier removed. Purchase limits on Tier 4 Basic and Tier 2 Alpha. Unit prices for existing Callus lowered. Thronebreaker. Access to Tier 5 class Callus shards added. But are they a crystal? Ooh. Tier 5 Basic available in full chunks. Unit prices for existing Callus pre-chunk bases have been lowered. Paragon access to Tier 5 class Callus shards, which is very deceiving. Tier 3 Alpha shards and Tier 6 Basic shards added. Let's look at this. What are the prices of your shards? Valiant access to Tier 5 class Callus shards, Tier 3 Alpha shards. Basic Tier 6 class Callus shards have been added. Okay, Tier 6 class Catalyst shards, not selectors. And then Conqueror, we're retiring the Catalyst store for Conqueror Summoners. Having extended the availability of this feature all the way to rank 5 stars, Catalyst store is now redundant for those Summoners. And remove Tier 1 Alpha. This is because the resource is only used to rank up 5-star champions and below, and access to this resource for units is thus fully covered by the Rank Up Now feature. Oh, that's interesting. They've literally changed the economy of the game where they've removed the Tier 1 Alpha from even purchasing it. Alright, since I cannot click on this, we're going to zoom in. Valiant, we know, but what about Paragon? Alright. Quantity, 20% of a Tier 3 Alpha and 24% of a Tier 6 Basic for 115 units versus 20% for 90. I mean, that's pretty close. The difference is only 20 units. And the Tier 5 Basic is 30 units. And we know that that is the same price for Valiant players. I think the best thing is the Tier 4 class Catalyst Selector, which is also the same cost. Am I getting that right? Tier 4 class Catalyst Selector, quantity 1, unit cost 10. Yeah. So, I think this is all good news. This is all really good news. And I'm celebrating it. I'm thankful to report it today. So thanks for watching YouTube. Thank you for the feedback. Have a good one. Love positive news, just love it.